Hi friends, today we are going through the very important topic that are important for the competitive exam. Tips and tricks part 3. The same title is given because to get your attention on the competitive exam. So now this heading for competitive exam on my channel, I think you know that I am focusing the three types of videos in this channel, that is for the public, for competitive exam, as well as for the topics that are helpful for our pharmacy students. So, if you are not subscribed till now, please subscribe the channel. I repeat, if you are not pressing the bell button, you won't get the notification. So, press the bell button to get the valuable notifications. So, let's start the journey together. Today, we are focusing on the pharmacology part, that is the name of the drug with the side effect. Without this question, we can't see any question paper in the competitive exam. I am not focusing or I am not going on the question mode pattern in this time because first of all we want to get basic knowledge, then we can easily answer each and every question. So we can just start the journey together. The drugs with the side effect. I am not simply saying this drug with side effect. We are going in depth to each and every drug discussed here and find out the side effect. That will be very helpful for you to think deep on each and every drug. First one, ACE inhibitor. The side effect is dry cough. So if you have a question, that is they give ACE inhibitor, antipsychotic, atropine. Which of the drugs showing the dry cough? We want to find the ACE inhibitor showing the side effect dry cough. That is the ACE inhibitor that increase the amount of blood to the heart and lowers the BP. The ACE inhibitor examples are captopril and lisinopril. So this category of this, that is ACE inhibitor, angiotensin converting enzyme inhibitor, having the side effect dry cough. And the drug showing the hypersensitivity is an antibiotic, that is the ampicillin category showing this hypersensitivity. And third drug with the side effect is androgen with virilization. Virilization means the male pattern hair growth and other masculine character in women, that is a virilization. So the androgen drug which will produce a virilization character, that is the male pattern like hair, masculine growth, other characters that is present in women. The antipsychotic having three main side effects, that is sedation, orthostatic hypotension and tardy dyskinesia. And this orthostatic hypotension means what? The lowering of BP when we are standing up from sitting or lying down. And tardy dyskinesia, that is if you find some red colored portion, that is very important and it is a question asked from any competitive exam. So please note that. And tardy dyskinesia is a side effect of antipsychotic. Tardy dyskinesia means a repetitive or involuntary movement such as grimacing, eye blinking, etc. or tardy dyskinesia, also known as orofacial dyskinesia. This tardy dyskinesia is a main side effect of antipsychotic. So if you have any question of tardy dyskinesia, you go for the answer antipsychotic or example of antipsychotic. Next drug is the atropine. Atropine show the side effects such as dryness of mouth, blurred vision and constipation. Next drug is chlorambucil, which will show an alopecia as side effect, and chlorambucil is given under the name leukeran, which is used in the lymphoma as well as leukemia condition. And this chlorambucil is a drug showing the alopecia side effect. Chloramphenicol is a very important drug in case of the competitive exam because chloramphenicol produces the gray baby syndrome and bone marrow depression. Gray baby syndrome. Gray baby syndrome is a syndrome due to the toxicity of chloramphenicol that is present or seen in newborn because the lack of liver enzyme to metabolize this chloramphenicol. A greenish skin color is produced, low BP, green stools, difference in breathing rate, and irregular heartbeat. These are the symptoms of gray baby syndrome, and this is a main side effect of chloramphenicol. Other side effect of chloramphenicol is bone marrow depression, that is the myelotoxicity, or there is a decrease in the production of the cells, that is leukocyte, erythrocyte, and lymphocyte, and bone marrow depression is the other side effect of chloramphenicol. Next, if a question asks for the phocomelia causing drug, that is the thalidomide. Phocomelia means the malformation of arms and legs that is caused by the drug thalidomide. Clofazimine. Clofazimine is a drug showing pigmentation of the skin as well as the discoloration of urine. Clofazimine is used under the name Lamprine, that is used in leprosy, which will produce a pigmentation of the skin as well as the discoloration of urine. The next drug showing the agranulocytosis is clozapine. Clozapine, which is used in schizophrenia, and this agranulocytosis is a side effect, which means a dangerous leukopenia that is seen. So this agranulocytosis is a side effect of the drug clozapine. Erythromycin is a drug showing the cholestatic jaundice. That is, cholestatic jaundice means that is a condition in which the flow of bile from the liver stops or slows, which is a side effect. That is, cholestatic jaundice is a side effect that is produced by the drug erythromycin. Next drug with side effect is ethambutol, which will produce optic neuritis and retrobulbar neuritis. Ethambutol is a drug used to treat TB, as we all know, and the retrobulbar neuritis, or neuritis means itis means inflammation, that is inflammation at optic nerve, as well as the retrobulbar neuritis is a side effect. Retrobulbar neuritis means the visual signal disrupt in this condition and result in impaired vision and infection at the site. Next drug is hydrochlorothiazide, which will produce a hypokalemia effect, that is potassium level is reduced by using hydrochlorothiazide. Next drug is isoniazid, which will produce the peripheral neuritis, that is the weakness, numbness, and pain at the hand and feet, which is a common side effect which will seen with the drug isoniazid. Next is an important question, that is the disulfiram like reaction producing effect is produced by which drug, that is by metronidazole. Disulfiram like reaction means that is the adverse drug reaction to alcohol, like nausea, vomiting, flu, headache, chest and abdominal discomfort, hangover effect. Like effect are produced by the drug metronidazole. And next is the minoxidil is a drug which will produce a side effect hirsutism. Hirsutism means the unwanted male pattern hair growth that is produced like in women, that is the hirsutism. And the drug which will produce a constipation effect is mainly by the drug morphine. Next drug that is showing the bone marrow depression is nitrogen mustard. Bone marrow depression, as we all know, already discussed, that is the myelotoxicity or production of cell get decreased in this bone marrow depression, and the drug which will produce the bone marrow depression as side effect is another drug is nitrogen mustard. Next, the drug showing a palpitation effect is nitroglycerin. Palpitation means a sensation, that is heart is racing or pounding or fluttering. Such effect or such symptoms are given if we are administering nitroglycerin. Next is very important in the perspective of the competitive exam, Jarisch-Heisinmer reaction, which is seen as a side effect by which drug, that is penicillin G. Jarisch-Heisinmer reaction, that is a reaction which will produce when given by antibiotics, especially by penicillin. That is, this reaction means endotoxin-like product if it is released by the death of harmful microorganism within the body during antibiotic therapy, which will result in Jarisch-Herxheimer reaction. Such reaction is termed by the Jarisch-Herxheimer reaction, which is mainly given by antibiotic, especially seen while administering penicillin G. Next drug is fenformin. Fenformin, which will produce a metallic taste, GI disturbance, as well as lactic acidosis. Metallic taste showing drug is fenformin, which is a biguanide category drug. Next drug which will produce a hirsutism, another drug, that is, first we already discussed hirsutism. Another drug which will produce the hirsutism is the phenytoin. Another drug which we discuss is minoxidil, which is used in our hair growth treatment. Another drug is phenytoin. Next drug which will produce the synchronism. This is also repetitively asking question in the competitive exam. Synchronism causing drug or side effect causing drug is quinidine. Synchronism means this is produced when overdose of quinine is the which will produce synchronism, and this phenomena is known as synchronism. And this synchronism is due to the overdose of quinine, which will produce a flushing, sweaty skin, and tingling or wrinkling of ears can be seen in this synchronism phenomena. Next, which is the drug which will be given in the black water fever treatment, that is a quinine sulfate. Black water fever is a complication of the malarial infection. This complication of malarial infection or black water fever, here the RBC burst in the bloodstream frequently lead to the kidney failure. So in this condition, that is the RBC burst in bloodstream, which will produce a black color in the blood. So for this treatment or black water fever, we are preferring quinine sulfate. This slide is very important. The Clay-Brady syndrome, as we already discussed, that is given or shown by the drug chloramphenicol, and pinpoint pupil and stop syndrome are given when administering the morphine. Pinpoint pupil, that is the size become pinpoint, as we all know, and stop syndrome is also associated with the drug morphine. That is, stop syndrome include the restlessness, excitability, extension, rigidity of hind limbs, etc. These two are the side effect of the drug morphine. Next, the Rey syndrome is shown by the drug aspirin. Rey syndrome means this is very rare, causing confusion, swelling in brain and liver damage. The children recovery from the viral infections such as chickenpox who have a metabolic disorder, especially if they have been taking aspirin, which will produce this type of Rey syndrome. So, kept in mind, Rey syndrome is associated with aspirin. Next, the urine showing the coloration is rifampicin. If we are taking rifampicin, which will produce an orange color in the urine as well as the feces. The frontal headache is a side effect of the drug indomethacin. Frontal headache means the forehead due to the stress, which will produce the headache in the frontal portion, that is associated with the indomethacin drug. And persistent dry cough. First, we already discussed that dry cough is associated with the ACE inhibitor, the captopril. Among that category, the captopril will come. The persistent dry cough is associated with the drug captopril, that is coming under the category ACE inhibitor. Pulmonary fibrosis is associated with the drug bleomycin. Pulmonary fibrosis means the lung tissue get damaged and scarred, which will be associated with the drug bleomycin. The slide is very important. We can get 4 questions from the slide. First one, the Redman syndrome is associated with which drug? That is vancomycin. This Redman syndrome is an anaphylactic reaction caused by the rapid injection of the glycopeptide antibiotic vancomycin. This Redman syndrome, that is RMS, consists of the pruritic erythematous rash to the face, neck, and upper torso. So it is used in only in serious cases. This Redman syndrome or RMS associated with vancomycin. The next is the drug showing a flushing effect, that is by the nicotinic acid. And next is Stevens-Johnson syndrome. This Stevens-Johnson syndrome is caused by three category drugs: allopurinol, sulfonamide, and itraconazole. That is, it is used in serious disorder associated with the skin and mucous membrane. That is in the Stevens-Johnson syndrome. And so, if we ask which drug showed the Stevens-Johnson syndrome, go through the option if there is allopurinol, sulfonamide, and itraconazole. And sulfonamide, which will produce the kernicterus. Kernicterus means what? As we all know, kernicterus is a rare kind of preventable brain damage that can happen in newborns with jaundice. That is, kernicterus associated with the jaundice symptom, and this is a rare kind. Jaundice means yellow coloring of the skin and other tissues. It happens when babies build too much chemical called bilirubin in the blood, which will produce the kernicterus condition, which is associated with the drug sulfonamide. And this one, aminoglycoside, is a ototoxicity producing drug. This is very important. That is very much asked or repetitively asked in the competitive exam. Next, the discoloration of teeth is caused by the drug, that is by the tetracycline. And next, the doxorubicin and daunorubicin which will produce the cardiomyopathy, that is the acquired or hereditary disease of the heart vessel. This condition makes it for the heart to deliver less blood to the body, and which will finally result in heart failure. So, now this Redman syndrome caused by vancomycin, Stevens-Johnson syndrome by allopurinol, sulfonamide, and itraconazole. Aminoglycoside is the drug showing ototoxicity and discoloration of teeth by tetracycline drug. Chloroquine is the drug having the number of side effects which will produce the cardiotoxicity, that is toxic to the heart tissues, retinopathy, that is a damage to the blood vessels and tissue at the back of the eye, and which will produce the discoloration of the hair. That is because the chloroquine affinity is high for the melanin and get concentrated in melanin depositing structure, that is also in the hair, which will produce a discoloration of the hair. And discoloration of hair is a side effect of chloroquine. Doxycycline, which will produce an esophageal ulceration, and vincristine and vinblastine are the drug showing a neuropathy as side effect, which will produce a reversible sensory motor type neuropathy. And the drug which will produce alopecia and pancreatitis is by the cyclophosphamide, which will be used in case of cancer treatment. And the cimetidine and spironolactone are the drugs also showing the gynecomastia effect, that is the enlargement or swelling of the breast tissue in males. As we already discussed, the Jarisch-Herxheimer reaction is seen by the penicillin, which will detoxify in the body, which will produce headache, joint and muscle pain, body ache, sore throat, like that. And the blue baby syndrome is caused by the drug amiodarone. Here in the blue baby syndrome, if it is affected, which will affect the oxygen transportation in the blood, and which will result in blue color of the skin in babies. And the presence of the amiodarone, which will produce a tintile effect in dermal pigment, perceived as blue or gray color to the babies. Shake and bake syndrome is associated with the drug amphotericin B, that is used in infectious disease treatment. Amphotericin B associated with the shake and bake syndrome, and shake and bake syndrome means it shows the symptoms like intense muscle spasm, craving, nausea, vomiting, fever, and other typical symptoms of withdrawal from opioid drugs. This shake and bake syndrome associated with the drug amphotericin B. As I already discussed, as thalidomide causes the phocomelia, the thalidomide and the form or S-thalidomide form show the exact phocomelia effect, that is the malformation in the hand and feet. Next, the gingival hyperplasia causing drugs are the phenytoin, cyclosporin A, and calcium channel blockers. And gingival hyperplasia means what? The overgrowth of the gum tissues around the teeth, that is the gingival hyperplasia. This is asked in one of the competitive exam. Next is the curling of hair is a side effect of the drug valproic acid. This very rare side effect of this valproic acid. Hair loss, hair color change are some of the side effect of this valproic acid, which is used for the treatment of mania and bipolar disorder, mood stabilizer, etc. Are the uses of the drug valproic acid. Carbamazepine show a side effect as aplastic anemia. That is, the body produce the new blood cells. In this condition, which will result in bone marrow damage, and this carbamazepine, as we all know, this is an anticonvulsant and used in multiple neurological defects. So, aplastic anemia is a side effect of the drug carbamazepine. Next is anticholinergic having a side effect of atropine fever. Means a GI colic, and that is normally this atropine fever is normally seen under 2-month age infants. That is showing a scarlet flush of the face, body, dilated pupil, shallow and more rapid respiration are the symptoms associated with the atropine fever. In this slide, I compressed all the questions asked in the competitive exam. Note this slide. If you have question which is a nephrotoxic drug or hepatotoxic drug or phototoxic drug, not this drug is there in the option. So the nephrotoxicity causing drugs, that is toxic to the kidney causing drugs, are cisplatin and amphotericin B, and hepatotoxicity causing drugs are anti-tubercular drugs showing hepatotoxicity, aspirin, that is COX-1 inhibitor and COX-2 inhibitor. COX-2 inhibitor example celecoxib and valdecoxib, and nimesulide drug which will show the hepatotoxic effect, that is toxic to the liver. And phototoxicity mainly causing drugs are the chloroquine and ciprofloxacin. Next, we want to go through the drug of choice, that is in case of paracetamol poisoning we should go through acetylcysteine. Acetylcysteine is a drug of choice for paracetamol poisoning. Next, for the acute bronchial asthma, we should select first of all salbutamol. In acute gout, we will first go for NSAID. Next, we will go for the higher category drug. In acute hyperkalemia, we should go for the calcium gluconide, because this calcium gluconide which will produce a extracellular potassium shift, that is it will stabilize the cardiomyocyte membrane followed by the insulin injection and produce a reduction in the potassium level. For severe digitalis toxicity, we should go for the digibind. Digibind means it is the digoxin immune fab, or it is the antidote that is obtained from the immunoglobulins obtained from sheep. Digifab is another brand name. Digibind and Digifab are used for severe digitalis toxicity. For acute migraine, first we are going for the triptan. Among that, sumatriptan is a drug of choice for acute migraine, which will relieve the headache, pain, nausea, vomiting, and sensitiveness to the light and sound, and which will decrease other use of other pain relievers. Next, the cheese reaction is caused. In this reaction, we will go for the phentolamine drug. Cheese reaction associated with the MAO inhibitor, that is, if you are taking the meal with cheese, which will produce in some patient, that is the symptom like severe headache, avoid food that are rich in tyramine, and which will produce a hypertensive crisis. Headache is a main symptom of this cheese reaction, that is associated with the phentolamine. In atropine poisoning, we should go for the physostigmine. This drug of choice is also important in the competitive exams. Physostigmine is the drug of choice for atropine poisoning. That is by ingesting the drug like atropine, scopolamine, etc. And this physostigmine is a parasympathetic alkaloid. It enhances the transmission of acetylcholine signals in the brain and cross the blood-brain barrier. In case of cyanide poisoning, we would go for the amyl nitrate. In cyanide poisoning, which will show the symptoms like seizures, breath, cardiac arrest, if untreated, that may result in coma and death. Amyl nitrate kit in that kit we can see the amyl nitrate with IV sodium nitrite and sodium thiosulfide. Here in cyanide poisoning, which will convert the hemoglobin ion from Fe2 plus to Fe3 plus and causes the level with hemoglobin in the blood. So continue in cyanide poisoning, the main problem is the adequate oxygenation is not there. In such condition, first drug of choice is amyl nitrate. In case of benzodiazepine poisoning, we should go for the flumazenil. This is a flumazenil is a non-specific competitive antagonist. The side effect of the benzodiazepine poisoning can be completely cured if it is accidentally ingesting by this flumazenil. For cholera, the drug of choice is tetracycline. Tetracycline is a broad-spectrum antibiotic and it is very sensitive for the treatment of cholera. Kala-Asa, that is a liposomal Kala-Asa, the drug of choice is amphotericin B. Kala-Asa is a disease caused by the Leishmania parasite, that is by the sandfly bites, which will affect the spleen, liver and bone marrow. And amphotericin B is a drug of choice for this type of liposomal Kala-Asa and it is the choice for the immunosuppressed patients. In case of iron poisoning, we should go for the dexferoxamine, which is the drug of choice, which will bind with the iron as well as aluminium due to the multiple blood transfusion, genetic condition or aluminium toxicity. So in case of iron poisoning, we should go for the dexferoxamine. In MRSA, that is the multi-drug persistent Staphylococcus aureus infection, the drug of choice is vancomycin. That is the most preferred to treat this type of infections. And VRSA, that is the vancomycin resistant Staphylococcus aureus infection, we should go for the linezolid, which is an oxazolidine class of antibiotic which is highly effective against the VRSA strains. If there is warfarin overdose problem is there, we should go for vitamin K, which will thin the blood effect of warfarin. In case of OCD, that is obsessive compulsive disorder cases, the drug of choice is fluoxetine. Fluoxetine is a selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor or blocker and it is an antidepressant. In case of OCD, the fluoxetine is a drug of choice. In case of alcohol poisoning, we should go for the fomepizole. Fomepizole, otherwise known as 4-methylpyrazole, which is used for the methanol as well as ethylene glycol poisoning. It is given by the injection in vein and it works as a competitive inhibitor of the alcohol dehydrogenase enzyme. In case of epilepsy pregnancy, the drug of choice is phenobarbital. It is having the 2.5% side effect. So the safest drug in case of epilepsy in pregnancy is the carbamazepine. In addition, folic acid 5 mg per day should be administered and should get the advices from the physician. In case of anaphylactic shock, go for the adrenaline. That is for the life-threatening condition anaphylactic, we should go for this adrenaline. That is the anaphylactic shock is the allergic reaction to an antigen to which the body become hypersensitive. Mostly we are giving as IM. If it is IV, we should 1:10,000 adrenal solution is given. By this, we come to the end of this session. So go through each and every slide. These slides are very important in the perspective of competitive exam. I think this session which will be helpful for you. So if you like the session, please like, comment in the comment box, subscribe my channel and support me. Thank you for watching. Thank you once again.